I've made it easy for you by collecting all the individual pieces we need for this visual element. We have 3 stages of a flower growing, all vector images that I found on Google. We also have 3 transparent rocks, also sourced from Google. However, these are not vectors, and you'll soon see why that matters. Finally, we have 3 rings, which I created within PowerPoint. Now, let's start putting it all together. Let's start by grouping the rocks together to create a solid foundation for our growing plant. Head to slide 1. Select all 3 rocks and arrange them however you like to create a natural-looking base. Once you're happy with the placement, right-click and group them. If you want to adjust which rocks appear in front or behind, go to the selection pane and change their z-dimension, depth, to control the layering order. Don't forget to rename your group. Head to the selection pane, find the newly grouped rocks, and give them a clear name. Copy the group, then head to slide 2 and paste it in next to the finished version, which we'll use as a reference point. Moving on, we'll head back to slide 1 and grab the flowers. But first, let's rename them in the selection pane so they're easier to manage as we start building the animation. Copy the flowers, then create a new slide and paste them in. Quick tip: while having all 3 flowers selected, go to the Shape Formatting pane, click Align, and then select Align Center. Make sure Align to Slide is activated, and you'll quickly stack all 3 flowers perfectly on top of each other. Select all 3 flowers, copy them, and paste them into slide 3. Place them on top of your rock foundation, aligning them so they look naturally positioned. Go back and delete the 3 flowers from slide 2 to keep things clean. And let's move on to the final element, the outer rings. Head back to slide 1 and copy the outer ring bubble. Then, go to slide 2 and paste it in. You might not know this, but PowerPoint can be used to create surprisingly complex visuals if you have a little bit of imagination. Let's try to recreate the outer bubble from scratch. Start by going to the Insert tab and selecting the oval shape. To create a perfect circle, hold Ctrl plus Shift while dragging to keep the proportions even. Once you've recreated the shape, drag it to the left, then right-click and select Format Shape. In the Format Shape panel, choose Gradient Fill. To match the existing ring, click on it as a reference to check its formatting. You'll see that the gradient stops are set at 66% for brown and 75% for white, and the gradient type is radial. Now, apply these same settings to your newly created oval to match the original design. It doesn't look quite right. I think the direction needs to be set to from center. That still doesn't look right. Quick tip: you can actually use the Format Painter from the Home tab to quickly copy the correct settings. Let's try applying the Format Painter to the new ring and see if it matches the original correctly. It still looks the same. Let's take a closer look at what's going on with the original ring. It looks like the original shape has a cut. Let's try recreating that effect in our ring. Head to slide 3 and grab the rock formation. We'll use it to subtract from the ring we just created and achieve the same cutout effect. Then, select both the ring and the rock formation and go to the Shape Format tab. We'll use a simple Merge Shapes. This option isn't available. Remember when I mentioned earlier that the rocks aren't vectors? This is why we can't merge the shapes. If the rocks had been vector images, SVG format, we would be able to merge and subtract them from the ring. Since that's not the case, we'll need to find another way to create the cutout effect. Let's try a different approach. Delete the rocks, then go to the Insert tab and select a rectangle. Change its color to match the background and set its transparency to 0% so it fully hides the area. Now, select both the rectangle and the ring. Go to Shape Format and try Merge Shapes. Subtract to create the cutout effect. And there we go. Well done. Now, I'm not going to walk you through creating the last two parts of the ring, but I encourage you to give it a shot yourself. Try recreating them using the same techniques we just practiced. Once you're done, add all three rings to slide 3. Then go ahead and delete slides 1 and 2 to keep things clean. In the next session, we'll start adding animations to bring everything to life.